Steve, how has healthcare IT developed during the past 50 years of the existence of HIMSS?
Well, if you go back to the very beginning, there really wasn't much in the way of true computerized technology in healthcare, meaning going back to 1961, the founding of this organization. But workflow, which was the basis of the HIMSS organization back then, laid the groundwork for what we're dealing with today. In the late 1980s, the first introduction of widespread computerization occurred in the United States, and it was at that point that HIMSS said, we need to bring those IT people into the organization with the management systems people because computerization and workflow have to be intertwined. It's a lesson that we've known and learned for years, and we focus on all the time whenever we talk about technology. What we're seeing today is just a further evolution in terms of the sophistication and capabilities of technology in healthcare, but at the same time we kind of have to recognize we're still trailing a lot of industries in terms of the level of resources that are used for the adoption and implementation of technology in healthcare. So we've still got a ways to go in getting to where others are. But the past 25 years of HIMSS has gone from a time from virtually no computerization in healthcare to where we are today, where it is the top-of-mind topic in healthcare.
So to what size of membership has the society grown as of today?
Well, in 1961, we had 47 members. Today, we have 35,000 members, and the real growth has been really over the past 10 or so years. When I came to HIMSS 11 years ago, we had about 12,000 individuals who were members of HIMSS, and as they were now at 35,000. It's a long way in a few short years.
And how is the society addressing the challenges of tomorrow?
It really is very much part of the board's strategic discussion. We spent some time this winter talking about that very question of where is this field going? What are the things that we need to be focused on? The issues that are coming up are business and clinical intelligence, taking the data and using it to drive the results to a different place. So that very much is a major driver. Mobile healthcare is going to be another area as we see far more flexible and innovative technologies coming online that allow the practitioner to perform their duties literally anywhere and reaching a patient anywhere. Those are going to change healthcare dramatically. They're going to change our organization as well.
Steve, are you happy with the attendance and exhibitor figures of HIMSS 11?
Absolutely. We're up about 18% over last year, and we'll have a record attendance that'll be somewhere in the neighborhood of 31,500, maybe 32,000. What you're seeing in the United States right now is just a tremendous focus on not just healthcare, but healthcare technology. We've got a lot of things going on here, and it's having a tremendous impact on our attendance.
What are the drivers of healthcare IT in the U.S.?
The things that are bringing people to Orlando, meaningful use. We've got, for the first time in the United States, federal funding for the adoption and use of technology. That's historic in this country, and that's driving so much attention at the provider level, physician practices and hospitals, as well as at the vendor level, to look at what the situation is today and find out how to get to meaningful use. Other drivers that are related to meaningful use are quality and cost. And these are themes I hear literally all over the world. We've all got healthcare systems that don't deliver enough quality and at a cost that's too high for our societies to sustain. And so that very much is driving what's going on in healthcare technology as technology becomes the driver to boost that quality and at the same time and hopefully over the long term reduce those costs.
So apparently these are also the key topics of HIMSS 11. Why should Europeans come to HIMSS, to the annual Congress?
One of the philosophies we have at HIMSS is that healthcare technology is a global issue. It is not local. It's not unique. Now, certainly the implementation, the adoption is unique to a single practice or hospital, but the learning is global. So the opportunity that a European has in coming to the U.S. conference is to see how others have tackled certain problems that may provide them with some insights on how to deal with it back in their organizations. The U.S. conference is the largest one we do worldwide, and so it also gives gives them some much broader exposure to other professionals, to products, than what they might find. On the other hand, though, we certainly got a nice little event scheduled in Budapest in May, and the World of Health IT Conference, which is mirrored very much just on a smaller scale to this, also follows that same concept. Bring in a world-class faculty, create opportunities for networking and professional exchange, and a good display of what's the latest within the vendor community and the products they have to offer.
And harking back to the HIMSS Annual Congress in the U.S., can you tell us what the dates are and what the venue is for HIMSS next year?
Sure. Actually, the dates are exactly the same as this year because we're starting the conference one day later. We're on a slightly different schedule because we're in that city that's not so used to conventions like in Orlando is. We're in Las Vegas, and so they operate on a little different schedule, and so they want us to come in a day later so they can have the dates available for their regulars that come to Vegas for other purposes than a healthcare educational conference. But, yeah, 20 to the 24th next year in Las Vegas.